Good day, everyone. My name is Teria Dankwa Samuel. Now, this is TDS Online Mathematics. If this is your first time of following this channel, I'll ask you to subscribe to this channel in order not to miss the next video. And also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell. That will prompt you that I've uploaded a video. All right, so it's very, very important. Now let's look at sequence and series. Now, when we say a sequence, what do we mean? All right, so sequence as a topic is very, very important. And almost every year, a question under this topic comes to the WASI. Now, when we talk about sequence, you mean a set of numbers following each other in a definite order. So let's consider the following numbers. All right, so we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So let's observe the numbers carefully. Now let's look at 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. All right, so 1 and 3, we can see that the difference is what? 2. Okay, so 3 and 5, we can also see the difference is 2. So it means there is a definite order. Once we can detect that there is 2 here, it means there is a definite order. With this, we can tell the next number. So guess the next number. So I'll just add 2 to 9 to make 11 in that order. So a number like this is called a sequence. Okay, it's called a sequence because it follows a definite order. There is a pattern. You can tell where the next number will be. Okay, in that order. All right, so let's look at the next example. So we have the next example to be 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so let's look at this one. So we have 3 and 6. What is the difference? So 3 and 6, the difference is 3. 6 and 9, the difference too is 3. Then 9 and 12, the difference is 3. So what will be the next number? All right, so the next number, guess it. So you can write the next number under the comment section. All right, so let's look at the numbers again. So numbers such as, so let me write it again. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So the 3 dot means to infinity. All right. So this type of sequence is called infinite sequence. So infinite sequence. So we call this infinite sequence. So just as we have finite set and infinite set, same thing here. So the next one, 2 has an end. There is no dot, 3 dots in front of the last number. So this one is called finite sequence. So we have finite and infinite. Okay, all right. So now that we know the meaning of sequence, let's look at what is meant by series. Now, series is formed if the terms of the sequence are connected by the plus or minus sign. Okay, now in case we have a sequence, let's say 1, 3, 5. Okay, so once we join them with either plus or minus, it tend to be a series. So plus 5. Okay, so we have 1, 3, 5. So we have 1 plus 3 plus 5 and so on. Okay, so once we connect them with plus or minus the terms as a series. Okay, now let's look at example. So we have, just as I said, 1 3 5 7 9. So you can see the addition sign here. Okay, plus plus plus. So once you see this, it's called a series. So the next one, so minus. Okay, minus minus minus. Okay, so these ones are series. All right, now let's quickly look at the types of sequence. So we have two types of sequence. We have the first one to be the arithmetical progression, which they normally use AP, or that is a shortcut. So we use AP for it. So anytime you hear AP, it means arithmetical progression or linear sequence. So anytime you hear linear sequence, it's the same as AP, that is arithmetical progression. So we have questions for this type. Okay, we have so many questions for linear sequence, and we have a way of solving it. Okay, so we are going to look at them one by one. So the next one has to do with geometrical progression. So that is GP, or exponential sequence. So we have geometrical progression, GP, or exponential sequence. Now let's quickly look at the first type, that is AP, linear sequence. Linear sequence, AP. So it's a sequence in which any term differs from the preceding term by a constant called the common difference, which may be positive or negative. All right, so the common difference is denoted by D. We use D for common difference. All right, let's understand these terms very well. All right, so let me change the color. All right, so let's look at the sequence 1 3 5. Okay, so always the first number here is called the first term, so we use A for it. So A is the first term. Okay, so always the first one is A. Now let's observe this well. So we have 1 3 5. Okay, so we call something common difference. So the common difference is simply the second term minus the first term, or the third term minus the second term. So this is the first term. Okay, this is the second term, and this is the third term. So to find common difference is either 3 minus 1, which is 2, or 5 minus 3, which is 2. So whichever, we get the same thing. Okay, so we have D, that is the common difference, and we have A, that is the first term. Right, now let's look at this one very well. Right, so consider the next example, 5 8 11. Okay, so let's find the first term, that is A, then the common difference D. Okay, so A is 2, the common difference is 5 minus 2, which is what? 3, which is 3. Or can say 8 minus 5, which is 3. Okay, or 11 minus 8, which is 3. So I hope you do understand what meant by the common difference and then the first term. All right, so let's look at the nth term. So how to deduce a formula for AP? So let's look at AP. Formula for AP, okay? Formula for AP. All right. Now with the AP, it's very, very simple, okay? Now before that, let's understand this. Now in case you see U1, now U1 is the same as first term, okay? So U1 is the same as first term, so A, because A is first term, so first term. First term, okay. Now U2 is second term, okay. U3 is the third term. So what is UN? So UN is the nth term. Okay. So let's deduce a formula for the AP. All right. To deduce a formula for AP, we need to understand this, okay? Okay, so U1, now let's observe this one carefully. So you said U1 is the same as the first term A, okay? So we are going to add the common difference. So look at this one carefully. So we have one here. So we subtract one from the one over there times the common difference, okay? Now keep watching. Now U2 will be, so we have a first term plus, so we have 2 here, so 2 minus 1, I'll subtract 1 times the common difference, okay? So U3 will be A plus, so this one will be 3 minus 1. Okay, so let's look at the first one. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 times D is 0. So U1 is still A. So that's why U1 is equal to A. That is the first term. Okay, so U2 will be A plus. Now 2 minus 1 is what? 1. So A plus D. Now U3 will be what? A plus. So 3 minus 1 is 2. 2D. Okay, so guess U10. So U10 will be what? A plus. Now reduce this one by 1 because it will be 9 minus 1. Okay, so 9D. Okay, now let's find U50. U50 will be what? A plus 49D. Okay, now U100 will be A plus 99D. Okay, now let's find U12. So U12 will be what? So U12 will be A plus 11D. Okay, now this U12 is the 12th term of AP. So in case you ask to calculate the 12th term of AP, so this will be the formula, A plus 11D. Okay, so let's look at UN. So what will be the nth term? UN. Okay, now observe this one critically. So UN will be what? So first term plus, now n minus 1 times D. Times D. Okay, so my nth term is given as UN equals to A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay, so this is the general formula for finding nth term of an EP. Okay. So with this, let's solve our first example. So find the 10th term of a linear sequence. So we have 4, 8, 12. So we have to find the 10th term. So the 10th term is U10, okay? And we said this one will be A plus. So reduce the 10 by 1 time. So 9D, okay? All right. So that's the formula. So let's look at the sequence. So we need A and D. And we said the first term is called A, okay? So that is 4. And my common difference, D, is what? 8 minus 4, which is 4. Or 12 minus 8, which is 4. Okay. So let's find the 10th term. So U10 goes to, so we have 4 plus 9 times 4. Okay. So U10, so 9 for 36. So the 10th term is now 40. All right. Very, very simple. Okay, so that's our first example for AP. All right. Now with this, let's look at the next example. Now, before that, let's observe the formula well. So we have UN, that is the nth term, A plus n minus 1. Okay. So A is the first term. So D is the common difference. Then N is the number of terms. Okay. So in case you ask to find the number of terms in a sequence, it means you have to solve for N. All right. Okay. Now, in case you are solving a question and the last term is known. So anytime the last term is known, just remove this one. Okay. So if the last term is known, so L is the last term, we have A plus n minus 1D. So when the last term is known, we use this one, okay? And anytime they will ask for a number of terms, they will give you the last term, that is L, so that you can find the N. All right, so we have UN equals A plus S1 D. And if the last term is known, that is L, it becomes A plus N minus 1 D. All right. So with this, let's solve the question. All right. So find the 12th term of the sequence and then the nth term as well. So let's do it together. So we can try the 27th term. All right. All right. So let's look at the I. So 27th term will be U27 A plus 26 D. Okay. So the first term is what? 47. So A A is 47, then D is, so 42 minus 47, that is second term minus first term. So this one will be minus 5, okay, or 37 minus 42. So you have 27th term to be 47 plus 26 times minus 5. All right. So calculator work. So let's multiply. So we have 47 plus, so 26 times 5. So that will be minus 5. So 6, 5, 30, 0, 3, 5, 2, 10. So we have minus 130. So minus 130. So 130. So let's subtract 47 from that. 10, 3, this one with 2, 12. So 8. So minus 83. So you minus 83. Okay. All right. So let's look at the nth term. So the nth term, is, so we have un equals to a plus, so the nth term is this. So a is what? 47 plus n minus 1. So the common difference is minus 5. Okay. So let's solve this one. So 47. So let's expand the bracket. We have minus 5n plus 5. Okay. So the nth term becomes, so 47 plus 5 will be 52. 52 minus 5n. So the nth term, your answer should be in terms of n. All right. So this is the nth term. So you only need the first term and the common difference to find the nth term. All right. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. So in our next lesson, we are going to look at the build-up questions on the AP. Okay, we are going to solve more questions on AP. All right. So thanks for watching.